Happy Sunday, parents and my sweet students. I sure am missing my students. I know this is not an ideal situation to not be in school, but we're going to do the best we can to continue learning. I do not want this to be overwhelming for anyone, and I'm here to help however I can. Hopefully this video will help answer any questions you have. I've got a lot of information on here, but I really hope this will help you. Feel free to continue to contact me on Seesaw and Google Classroom. Seesaw is more user-friendly for the younger students, but anything we put on Google Classroom, we will also put on Seesaw. Parents, you can continue to use Seesaw the way you always have with communicating with me. And the students also have a Seesaw app on their iPad that they are familiar with. I'm going to send a separate video on how to use Google Classroom. This is the Tiger Creek First Grade Digital Learning Plan. Please check Google Classroom and Seesaw daily for any new assignments for reading and math. We're going to try to keep things consistent, and we did upload several things on Friday for this upcoming week. So hopefully you saw that, and that will be very helpful. Students should read 20 minutes a day. You can break that up if they want to read 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the afternoon, but we just want them to continue to read each day. Also, they need to spend time on Lexia. The average time is 10 minutes a day, but I will go through Lexia a little bit more in a few minutes, and some students may need a little more than 10 minutes, and some may need a little less than 10 minutes. Also, 10 minutes a day on Reading Eggs. They also need to be on Dreambox about 10 minutes a day. Dreambox is our math intervention, and not everyone is on it. And I will talk more about Dreambox also in a few minutes. And students may also spend about 10 minutes a day on Math Seeds. These are the intervention apps and other apps that are used in first grade. And I'm going to go through each one right now. Lexia is our reading intervention. And actually in Catoosa County, every student in kindergarten through second grade is on Lexia. And they take a placement test, and it tells them how much time that they need to be on it for each week. So this is a little helpful chart that tells how much time and how many units. Students are very familiar with this because we do Lexia every day. The one thing that they are not as familiar with on Lexia is that we can give them additional time than is listed on their iPad. For example, their iPad may say that they only need to be on it 20 minutes. However, if the student does not have their 4 units in 20 minutes, they can be on it time and a half. They can go up to about 30 minutes. Another example is I have many students that do it 60 minutes a week. If the student does not have their 12 units, then they can be on it up to 90 minutes a week. I know that may be a little confusing, and I'm here to answer any questions you have about Lexia, the reading intervention. Dreambox is a little easier to explain. Students only need to complete 5 to 7 lessons per week. This should take less than an hour for the entire week, so they'll have that done pretty quickly. Reading Eggs and Math Seeds are also some programs that our county has provided for us, and they are amazing. I will tell you, though, that they may need a little more help on Reading Eggs and Math Seeds because many students are working above the level than work we've done in the classroom. For example, some students are getting some money questions, and we haven't done a whole lot with money yet. Also in first grade, we only tell time to the hour and half hour, and some students are given clocks that may ask, what time does this show when it shows 7:15? So they may need your help on that. I have turned off the games in the playroom except for on Fridays and the weekends. This is the same rule I have in my classroom because if I don't, they're hanging out on the games in the playroom. So on Fridays, I turn that back on, but on Monday through Thursdays, they are expected to do Math Seeds and Reading Eggs lessons. There's also another Math Seed app on their iPad that they can also use, and it's awesome, especially for math facts. And I've put the little icon down at the bottom so you'll know how to find that. Brain Club is another amazing app that we use in first grade, and it covers a wide range of subjects. Epic may only work during school hours. It has unlimited access to 35,000 books and quizzes for students. Students, what I love about Epic is that they can choose read to me books or find books they can read themselves. So it is constantly reading to them if they choose a read to me book. And they can always find things on their interest. I know the other day someone asked me how to spell wolves and tornadoes. So things that they are interested in, they can search and find books on that subject. This is the weekly assignment that we uploaded on Seesaw and on Google Classroom each day. And it tells you what they need to do in reading, writing, math, and other. So I'm going to go through each thing to hopefully help you. These are our spelling words for the next couple of weeks. So these are words that they can use to practice. These are the word choice boards, and they can pick any of these activities to practice those words for this week. This is the writing choice board. We actually have 3 writing choice boards because, as you know, not everyone is interested in the same thing. So students like to have different things to write about. So we've included 3 different things to help them with writing. So this is one choice board in writing. This is another one. And then even another one that has some different ideas. I included our class schedule at the request of a mom that asked for it today. And this is the order that we do. I will tell you that it does seem to be easier to get things done in the morning versus the afternoon. The afternoons are a bit of a struggle. Students seem to do a lot better in the morning. So I know even at my house, I have 3 kids, and I'm working from home, and my husband's working from home. We are having to set up a little bit of a schedule so that we all get our things done. And we're going to do a whole lot start in the morning so that we can be sure to get everything finished. So I just kind of wanted to show you what the schedule was at school. And we are very lucky that we have a big chunk of time in the morning to get a lot done. And I also just wanted to say that I always taught with my students that to become good readers and mathematicians, they need to practice, practice, practice. And I really appreciate all your help and support at home to keep up the great work. And I don't want you to forget the power of even reading aloud to your child. Those are some of the most special times we have at my house, is reading aloud. My youngest is 5 and going to kindergarten, and he still loves it, and my 10-year-old still loves it. And these are just some of the benefits from reading aloud: expanding their vocabulary, improving their comprehension, strengthens their imagination, increases their attention span, and creates a lifetime interest in reading. And the source from that is readaloud.org. But I want to thank you for everything you're doing to continue in your child's education through this crazy time and the time of not being in school. And I just thank you so much. It is exciting to see the students starting to really read and take off, and we just don't want them to lose that. We want them to continue to practice every day. I'll be in touch, and please contact me if you have any questions, and I hope this video was somewhat helpful. Thank you and good night.